So, welcome along guys. Yes, here I am stuck under the floor of the kitchen, and this has the water main rising up at the moment, as you can see. And I was passing through here the other day when I spotted this leak on this fitting right here. If you can see it there, maybe roughly, and it's running down there. You can see the water there. So this today is going to be a job where we cure the leak on this fitting that is plastic going into copper. This is the old black plastic, so it's quite old. A lot of you would have blue plastic nowadays, but this is an old house, it's 69, so we've got the old black plastic, and them days we used a brass fitting like that. So I'm going to show you how to undo that and sort it out. So now my stopcock is above this in the kitchen because I'm underneath the kitchen floor at the minute, so therefore I've got to turn the main water off. If yours is the same, it's below the main stopcock, you will have to turn the outside stopcock off. Okay, it's got to be done before you undo anything. So we're going to do that first now. Here we are then. We're in a position under the floor. The water's now off. Now what I'm going to do also, it's a good idea, if you've got a stopcock above here, is to shut it off. And then that way you've only got that length of pipe between here and the main stopcock, which is just under my sink up there, full of water. Otherwise, when you undo that, you'll get the whole house dropping down. All the water will want to come down to this level. It will help if you open the kitchen cold tap admittedly, that will get rid of a lot of it, but you still have what's around the kitchen pipes there that might be feeding the wash machine and so forth. So good idea, just shut it off, and then you've only got this tiny bit. Okay, so now we're going to go and see what we can undo. This is the joint that's leaking, so I've no need to undo this one, it's fine. It's just this one under here, so we're going to do that next. So as you can see, this is where I find a pair of mole grips very handy. I'll clamp them on there. I'll take that off. You'll see that it's clamped on the middle nut there, so it can't turn, because once again we've got to hold against, because look, the whole thing's going to move. We don't want it breaking that joint as well, or anything up above that. So make sure that you've got that clamp nice and tight with moles or a spanner that's holding against it, and then get your grips on there and push like so. And there we go, and there we go. It's gone. Once it's gone, you'll easily undo your fingers. Right, so we're undone now, nuts off. Now, I know some people try to tighten these up. You can try to tighten them up, but generally an old plastic fitting like this I wouldn't bother, because it just probably won't move 1 inch. So it's always best to undo it and take it right out like so. There we have it out, the fitting. That's off there now. That leaves just a normal thing really, which is the usual olive. This has an insert in it, of course, from years back. And I'm just going to wrap a bit of PTFE around this fitting there, around the olive, okay? And now we're going to wrap the PTFE tape around the nut here, the olive, sorry, get it right out. And a little bit in front of it like so. Okay, that should be plenty to seal this up with. So snap it off, wrap it right round. So it's right round the olive, I prefer it. Around there like so, and just in front. Now we're ready to insert it back in the fitting. So bring that TTF down there. You can put a bit more under there if you want to. No harm. If you're unsure, you can just wrap a little bit more underneath like so, and into the thread of that like that. There's no need to put any on the thread of the nut, just underneath like so. We really want to make sure, don't we, that we've got it. Then we're going to start the nut. No, I've started the nut now. Okay, a bit stiffer because we've got PTFE there now. So once again, I'm going to clamp this fitting, the mole grips, because I like the fact they stay there. You know, and you can kind of work them with the other hand. Of course, everyone has their own particular tool. I know that they prefer to use. This one's mine. Sometimes it's a spanner. But, on this particular job, under the floor, this is fine. Okay, give it a good nip up. tight as you can get it, especially on this old plastic or any old plastic main you're on there. I'm using footprints on the other joint, that's what they're called. Okay, 9-inch footprints. And that'll do it there. That should be it now. Now I'm going to go down and we'll get the water on and try it out. Right, so I've been up and turned the water back on, and as you can see, nice solid job there now. I didn't like that leak there because it was going down and running down there, which is into the footings of the house, and that didn't like that much. I don't like it getting wet all down there. So that was an important job I felt to do, and which I thought would share with you guys in case you've got a plastic to copper fitting like this leaking. I say usually it is on the water main coming into the house, so one to look out for, because there's a bit of movement on that pipe, you see, when it water comes on and off at the tap when you operate it. Anywhere else, in fact, the house, you get a tiny vibration probably through there, just enough over the years to cause that to start weeping. But there you are, that's what it is. So from me under the floor of my house, catch you next time. All my stuff, you know, to go Darrington 33. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.